My name's Kristen Sopchak. I'm 24 years old and I was diagnosed last year with lipodystrophy. Still unknown what type, if I have congenital generalized or if it's some sort of familial partial. Still not sure. Still figuring that out. Once I got that diagnosis, drove home and just started crying, when I got home, just because I was three emotions. I was angry, happy, and sad all at the same time. Angry just because all these years, 23 years of just not knowing, always feeling different, always just confused of why my body was acting a certain way no matter what I did. Just, angry that all these doctors would either brush me aside just because I looked healthy, thin, I do have muscular arms and legs, but they just said that's because I'm athletic, should be fine, but I wasn't fine. Happy because I finally had an answer after all this time. Pretty much all started when I was little. I was born this way. I know my mom always likes to joke that when I was a newborn, I drank 8 ounces of milk, bottle-fed milk, like a newborn should be drinking 1 ounce. And apparently I was still crying after for more milk. Growing up, my I was so proud. I would eat like 8 enchiladas at age 6 years old, be asking for thirds on her chicken mole. And as I grew older, just had such a ravenous appetite. My family find it amusing because having such a small little girl eat so much, I was out eating all of my male relatives. And my aunt and uncle liked to take me to Korean barbecue since it was all you can eat and I would get their money's worth. So there's that. Growing up, I didn't really have a problem with a body issue in relation to my muscular body type. I played soccer and did track and just always excelled in those sports. So I was just always seen as the girl with the ripped calves and she's super fast. So that I was actually proud of my muscular legs, and kind of now looking at them, I'm like, maybe it wasn't because I was so athletic. Maybe it's just all because of this disease. The only body issues I did have were with my rounded stomach. No matter what I did, even though I ate a lot, I just couldn't get it down, didn't know why. I would never be able to wear crop tops, bikinis. It would be hard even finding dresses for any big event or dance at school just because nothing would fit right. I had big broad shoulders, narrow hips, and then a round belly where I couldn't wear anything so snug. So that was always an issue growing up, and any picture that I had to take in, I would suck it in or wear loose baggy clothes to help hide that. So no one really saw my true form. Senior year of undergrad in college, I was hospitalized with pancreatitis. My triglyceride level shot up to 2,800, and I was in the ICU for 7 days. The nurses told me that they could see the blood in the sample that they drew from me, which is kind of shocking to hear. I knew my baseline triglyceride level had been in the 500s to 800s, but like I said, every doctor before said I was young, healthy, didn't need to do anything. It's probably just something genetic, which it was. But yeah, never taken it seriously. I even went to the ER 2 times before they did a CT and realized I had pancreatitis. They just thought it was my acid reflux. I was actually waiting for sulforaphane in the pharmacy to cover a potential gastric ulcer when I fell down in complete pain, 10 out of 10 pain. People around me had to rush me to the emergency department room, and that's finally how I realized something was really wrong with me. And then after a gap year, I'm now at Yale University, studying to be a nurse practitioner. And with that health insurance, I was able to see Dr. Arya Mani. He was referred to me by, I saw a liver doctor, I saw a GI, and they're like, we need more help trying to figure out what you have. So referred me to Dr. Mani, who's a cardiologist and a lipid specialist. He did genetic testing. He did blood work to see what my leptin level was, and ordered me a glucose tolerance test. Also was able to look more into my fatty liver that had been seen on a CT previously. And sure enough, my leptin level was 1.2. Even though my A1C had always been normal, I was in the pre-diabetic range after doing the glucose tolerance test. And I did have fatty liver upon doing further testing. Shock. And it was funny because I remember going in, he took a look at my body, and he was like, I think I know what you have. So it looks like lipodystrophy. Turns out it was.